It's been a little while since my last video, so it's about time for me to make another commenting on this never-ending situation which is going on for the last 14 years, where the United States government and its intelligence agencies, in collaboration with the Danish state and its intelligence agency PET, are running this global social engineering and intelligence operation, where they're using me, Stephen Bell, as the protagonist, literally basing all of their propaganda on my supposed actions and words and what have you in real life. But as can be seen for so many years in a row, it's nothing but the most fake and fabricated bullshit and nonsense that you could ever imagine. Literally being churned out all over the airways on a daily basis, while I find myself living in a complete isolation, isolated from everybody and everything to such an extent that nobody's allowed to have an organic interaction or conversation with me whatsoever. And the only conversations or interactions that I'm allowed to have, if it's in accordance with these intelligence agencies' arbitrary rules and regulations, is those that are completely and utterly controlled by the state through the use of the programmed synthetic telepathy communication system, where they're literally conducting this program and commanding what people are to do and what they are to say if I am in their vicinity, or if they are listeners of the program. They will be bombarded all day long with the program's dedicated propaganda streams, which is also being regurgitated by everybody and their grandmother, I was about to say, but what I mean is like FM stations here in Denmark using the Danish broadcasting service, Denmark's radio. They're literally using hours and hours a day regurgitating the state's propaganda that is perpetuated over the program. So today, here on the 28th of March 2022, the state, in collaboration with the US, as I say, have again broadcasted a propaganda campaign in which I supposedly feature as the protagonist. I don't have any role in it whatsoever, but supposedly I'm engaging in some kind of sexual perverted acts, as is usually the case when they want to ridicule me and discredit me. And they are literally trying to, you know how they have success in these virtual movie fabrication and these never-ending propaganda campaigns, which I have no part in whatsoever. So they're trying to change that and trying to have the same success, if you will, with me involved personally. I'm taking a driving license for motorbike right now, at the theory study thingy bobby, or whatever you want to call it. They are literally commanding people to make all kinds of references to these propaganda campaigns and trying to mug me off. But as you might expect, I am not one to be mugged off without reprisals or without giving a comment in return. So these last couple of times at this theory for motorbikes, there have been this kind of strange word of words, or a war of words rather, where the state, using this communication system, are commanding of people to make all kinds of references, as I say. And every time I suspect there is one of these comments that are made indirectly and obviously kind of made in a cowardice way, I'm going to reply in a manner that says otherwise than what is being proclaimed in these virtual movie fabrication and endless propaganda campaigns. So they're not having very much success with these campaigns in which I'm involved, which I personally am involved. And instead they have to rely completely on their completely fabricated nonsense and bullshit that is endlessly churned out over the program's dedicated propaganda channels, as I say. And it's because the state and its intelligence agencies are so petrified that people won't listen to what the government has to endlessly say about every fucking thing imaginable. So they are just going completely insane and losing all kinds of self-control, and it's just so evident evidently clear how these people are just these mindless fucking psychopaths, snowflake bullshit, and the objective reality has no meaning anymore. It's just this never-ending fucking nonsense, and all I can do is just stand my ground and hold my own, and I would continue to do so, and hopefully something happens which could end in some kind of situation which has to be adjudicated, if you will, in some kind of manner, so we can begin to see some conclusions to this never-ending madness which is this program and these states and intelligence agencies' endless propaganda and psyop campaigns which they are so heavily indoctrinating the West with, which is not a good thing, because so many people are so fragile and are willing to accept this authoritarianism which is being implemented through the program and this endless situation.